For 11 years, my next guest was Kelly Bundy on Married with Children. Her new movie, The Big Hit, opens April 24th. Please welcome Christina Applegate. Welcome.
How you doing?
You get that everywhere. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Nice to have you here. And you know what? It's especially nice of you to come because I understand you don't like to fly. And we're in New York, and you actually got yourself on a plane and came out.
Yes, I got myself on a plane. I mean, they urged me by saying you must go to this movie.
How scary.
You're going or you die.
Really?
I'm pretty petrified of flying. I get on, I have these rituals of I take out the thing with the emergency card, and I look at the front, and I look at the back, and I put it down, and then I know it's going to be okay.
No, that's the last thing you should look at, because that always has the diagram of the plane tilted towards water, you know? And a guy just going like this. This will protect me from the impact.
No, it's just the looking at it really quickly that it's sort of a superstition for me.
Right. Well, whatever you have to do to get on a plane, we're very happy to have you here. And I was curious, not many shows last 11 years and have that kind of visibility.
I know.
There must be a lot of people who almost associate you too closely with your character on the show. Do you ever have people that just assume, okay, you're a dumb blonde, just because you were that character on the show?
Could you repeat the question?
I don't think that's necessary. Nowadays I don't run into it as often, but I was dating this guy once, and I guess a friend of the family had found out that I was dating him and said, "He's dating that slut? I can't believe he's dating that slut." I thought, what is this woman, retarded? It's like a character there. But people get very confused by television.
They're really confused.
People think this is my real hair. And,
I've always wondered about your hair.
it's a Velcro thing. You like it? Feel free to smell and touch.
I've been watching it go through all of its phases over the last 5 years.
I know. The first season was just this giant pompadour that was knocking out Klieg lights every night I came out. Hello and welcome. This is my friend Haro. Hi, how are ya? But now everything's fine. You know what's? You're one of those people that's in the tabloids a lot. And I was curious. Does that? How bizarre does that get? Because you're almost in every tabloid, and I read them because
really,
I believe everything in those tabloids.
Sitting on the John, just reading about me.
I don't ever go to the bathroom.
Wow.
I'm the new series of Cyborg. Tell us, what kind of, is any of that stuff true?
You know what? I think 90% of it is made up, and about 10% of it has a little bit of truth to it.
What kind of stuff are they saying about you?
Oh, God. Well, they've said some pretty interesting things about me. But I remember one in particular that they had said that I was out sunbathing in my backyard, which at the time I didn't have a house with a backyard, which I thought was very interesting. And that some guy was in a tree watching me sunbathing, and he fell out of the tree and broke his arm, and I gave him money for a cab to go to the hospital. And I thought that was...
It's a great story. It makes you sound...
wonderful story.
It makes you sound really nice. It makes you wonder, who's this guy just in a tree?
Yeah, some guy in a tree watching me sunbathe, which, was completely made up.
Yeah.
It was somebody else's dream, I guess.
Well, speaking of houses, I was fascinated. You got into this business a lot earlier than most people think you did.
Popped out and I started working. That was about it.
That's a nice image. It's a girl, and I'm working. You bought your first... You made money doing voiceovers, I guess.
Yeah, I did the Kmart Miss Goof-Proof commercials on the radio for like 4 years.
And this made you some good money, and I was told that...
Oh, yeah, baby. I had good clothes at 5 years old, I'll tell you that much.
A floor-length leather coat.
Yeah.
I read that you bought your first house with that money when you were 7 years old. Is that true?
That is absolutely correct. My mother actually invested it for me. I mean, it wasn't the guy who was out there with the realtor going, I'm not really happy about this bedroom. It wasn't like that. But she invested my money when I was about 7 years old in this house.
Because I was thinking, when I first heard it, I thought you did pick out the house. And I was thinking, when you're 7 years old, you have your...
Conan, I was 7 years old.
He's not so smarty. I was thinking when I was 7 years old, other kids used to do this too. I don't know if you ever did the same, but I would dream about, like, you would design your fantasy house. And it would have the giant chocolate milk dispenser on the roof and the jelly bean vault and things like that.
No, this house wasn't like that at all. I mean, I don't even think I was, in on the picking of the house. I had tenants. I had rented it out. So I was
You were a landlord at 7?
I was a landlord.
You hit the road.
I thought that was so cool. When I was in school, I just thought I was, that was it. Yeah, my tenants are going out of town for a couple weeks. We got the pad to ourselves.
What do you want to be? Indian chief? What do you want to be? A fireman? What do you want to be? Slumlord! The big hit is with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, he's wonderful, wonderful
Yeah,
guy.
it's a good guy to be working with right now. And
I saw Boogie Nights after we finished filming, and I went, yes, we're going to make so much money. This movie's going to do so well.
You think about the money?
No, not, I was really happy for our film because, now Mark is like, he's a big star.
I'm shocked. You didn't think first about the quality of the film. You sicken me, Christina. Well, this movie sounds great. It opens Friday, April 24th.
Yes.
Right?
So,
and your other films, Mafia. You have so many movies out right now. Mafia and Claudine's Return. They're going to be out this summer, both of them?
This year, yeah.
Hey, well, thanks. We've always wanted you to come by on the show.
I know.
Thanks so much for finally being here.
Thank you.
Good to have you on the program. Christina Applegate, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with Semi-Sonic.